What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. As usual, my name is Nate Zion. Today is Friday. We come back with the latest news that is surrounding football, normally called association football. Lots of news to digest. We will be talking the breaking news that went through the weekend, and also we'll be looking at Mauricio Pochettino himself, the man. When will he be announced at the football club? No one knows yet, but we'll be looking at Mauricio Pochettino himself as Chelsea manager. We discuss the Ruben Loftus-Cheek potential move to AC Milan and the implication for both clubs. Plus, we will reveal the confirmation appointment of Mauricio Pochettino as a new manager, but not at Chelsea. Find out how Andre Onana could shake up the goalkeeping position and potentially force Edouard Mendy out. Additionally, we explore the existing prospect of Khvicha. If you guys know the player from Napoli, we will reveal the becoming Pochettino's own version of Martinelli at Stamford Bridge. Don't miss out on this intriguing update of Chelsea's transfer news. And also, there's a lot to talk about. We'll talk about the Sheffield Wednesday game. You know, they were down 4 goals. They pulled up the biggest comeback I've ever seen, besides what has happened in Munich and all that kind of stuff. It was, you could tell they have no chance in going to Wembley. But yeah, they found themselves at Wembley. And yesterday, the scenes at the football pitch was unbelievable. Beautiful game. That is why we love football. Everyone will say. We're also going to look into Mr. Judging Club, suspension, and also being suspended out. I don't know if it's 2 weeks or maybe a week and something else. We'll look also into that. And also the upcoming game between Chelsea and Manchester City that will take on at the Etihad. Players that will not be available for Chelsea. Lots of players on the roster, on the list that will not take part in the Manchester City game. We will look into that and why these injuries keep coming all the time. We will look into that also. So we'll be right back in a second. Welcome back again, guys. Today's Friday. Like I said, we are back here bringing you the news surrounding football and other issues. I'm being joined here by my co-host, Steven. Steven, welcome again, brother.
Yeah, how you doing? Everything good?
Everything is good. It's been a while. I think last week, Friday, we met over here. We're back again with another sports discussion. There is, like I said, if you heard me, there is a lot of news. There is lots of news going on in terms of association football and then a whole lot. So how was your weekend? And how have your week been going?
It's been all right. It's kind of long, the whole sort of thing. But no, it's been all right. Just been relaxing. Not at uni at the moment because it's exams, so I'm not in as much. So it's more sort of time, relax, sort out all that stuff. Get prepared for everything. And yeah, just when I've got the time, relax, watch football if there's any good games on. As you mentioned,
Yeah.
the Sheffield Wednesday game last night, absolutely incredible. I watched a fair bit of the Newcastle game as well.
Yeah,
And
Newcastle game also.
It's been good, man. It's been good. Like, there's been no shortage of good games. Let's put it that way in the footballing world.
All right, probably we're gonna. I was gonna ask where are we gonna start from, but let's start from Ruben Loftus-Cheek possible move to AC Milan. What's the news that has been trending since yesterday? And Stephen and I and Ryan will probably join us later when the stream is going on. Stephen and I have talked about Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Time for him to move away from Chelsea to another football club. Right now, he's at age 27, and once a player hits at age 27, if he's not playing regularly, he needs to move. We told Steven and I have talked about him, and I said it is time for him to find another football club that will give him that playing time. Tomori did the same thing. Chelsea moved Tomori on, and Tomori has been inspiration, interior figure of AC Milan starting 11. He plays in and day out. So I think if Ruben has moved earlier on, it would have helped his goal and his cause in terms of his footballing career. Stephen, where do you stand on Ruben moving on to AC Milan, being heavily linked to AC Milan, Stephen?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it to you a while ago now, maybe even months back, that we were talking. I can't remember how we got into the topic and if it was on stream or not, but I remember Ruben being mentioned. And I said at the time, look, he's had injuries and he would be one of the ones that I sell. Personally, I think it's best for all parties. He's not going to get regular game time. He's a versatile player, which is helpful, but he's 27. You got a World Cup in 4 years. Who knows? You go to Italy, you're putting good performances. Hopefully, England change the manager and you might get a look in for the next World Cup squad. At age, I think he'll be 31 at the next World Cup.
Yeah.
So, look, it's a
not
good
looking
move for
likely.
everyone. We need to sell players because of the size of our squad. He's going to want regular minutes and starting minutes, let's be honest. And he's not going to get that here. So, yeah, I think it's a good move for all parties. Chelsea gets some of that money that we need. It's pure profit, which means that, like, obviously it goes on the books, pure profit. He's an academy player, so there's no like fee remaining compared to like a Kovacic, who I think still has like 8 million on the books.
Right.
So because he's an academy player, we obviously paid nothing for him, pure profit. So that helps on financial fair play aspect. And like I said already, like he goes away, he gets regular minutes in a league where realistically he should be very, very good in that league. So yeah, I'm happy for him. I've wanted him a move for his own sake anyway. And yeah, I hope he goes. No more injuries. I don't think he's had any sort of major ones for a while now. Because obviously he done the injury in the charity game against New England Revolution before the Europa League final, and then it came out that he's had a lot of problems with his back because of where he's been growing. So he then had to get that sorted. He's not really. I don't recall him having as many injuries recently. So hopefully it stays that way. He can go away and push on towards the end of his career. Look, you're 27, you're 28, 29, early 30s. That's the peak of your career. Go away, enjoy it. Look, you're going to Milan by the looks of it. It's better weather there as well, so you can enjoy that too whilst you're at it. And yeah, as I've already said multiple times during this explanation, it's a good move for everybody. So
I think
if he does finalize this deal, and obviously, hopefully, we can see him kick on and perform.
Yeah, obviously that will help his career. At 27, you need to be playing football. Being at Chelsea is not going to help you. You could tell that the future is not. He's not part of the future. And when supporters and the fan base are talking about players they want to see playing in each day and each very day in terms of the starting lineup and stuff like that. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, his name is never in. The coaches, when they come in, they don't really like using him. when they give him the chance, either he get injured or something else. So I think this came at the right time for Ruben to move on and start his career somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe he might get this luck. Milan team, the way they play, my favorite Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he can come up in his game again and be able to call into the English national team. So we'll get back onto that again. Before we get into the Ruben topic, we're still on to the Ruben topic. Let me see what we have in the comment section below. Let me acknowledge people before I even read the comment. We have a big brother, Phantom of Many topic, as usual, all the time. He's there with these wonderful comments, and I'll read those comments for him. But I want to tell him, Phantom, thank you for being here as usual. Even if you're here or not, I know your message comes in all the time. Big up to our big brother here. Staff. I hope you're doing very well. Then we have a Snoopy G. It's been a while, guys. I know you guys miss my streaming daily. You really miss streaming daily. Yes, we will come back with that later, but for now we have, like I said, the wet load or wet schedule is too high on me, which takes me away from streaming daily. But definitely once everything is sorted, we will come back again. Remember, guys, when summer hits here in America, all we can celebrate here. I wouldn't say in America, here in my region, Michigan, here, this state, only the summer that you can do a lot. If you don't do much in the summer, you're gonna end up being with cold from the rest of the season. Because it's still you can tell where we are. It's still cold today. You can tell when I'm wearing very thick clothes. It's still cold outside. There's no sun outside, and it's still chilly outside. So yeah, that's what we live with. So summer, when you don't get your stuff done, you're gonna end up seeing cold again. So that's where we have at the moment. Phantom of Many topics said first to hit the like button as usual. Thank you, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, for your service to both teams that played in the Borough and Fulham and Hammersmith. So thank you very much,
actually
Phantom.
Hammersmith and Fulham, but we'll let it go.
Yeah, for your comment. Remember, 100% of Stamford Bridge is in Fulham, and RLC was on loan to FFC at Craven Cottage, Fulham FC. Thank you very much for the comment again, Phantom. Therefore, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is like the Phantom, as usual. Also, if Chelsea does not win all three remaining games, Chelsea finish behind Fulham for the first time since the Ken Bate era. I know, man.
You don't get
it's not a good record.
For finishing above Chelsea. Can we just clarify this?
All right, Phantom, you heard what Steven just said. You don't get a trophy. You don't get anything. You don't get medal. Not even money.
That goes for Tottenham fans too, and Arsenal.
All right. That goes to Tottenham fans and Arsenal as well. All right. Stop said that Phantom of Many topic cancel no more. No more your
it's the council. That's what he's saying.
Cancel,
it's a council no more.
A cancel no more.
In full of nonsense is tiresome. Queen's Park Rangers are in it too, and it's actually Hammersmith and Fulham. Yes, Hammersmith first.
Oh goodness! Stop and Phantom Many topic all the time, going back and front. Yeah, big up to you, Staff.
I'll give up that. It is entertaining.
Yeah. Now Snoopy G says yes. Oh yes. So a spitting fact. Spitting facts. All right, coming from Snoopy G. Absolutely spitting facts. We have to let him go. You have to let him go. But thanks everyone that have been on the platform today. Whoever is there watching, give me a thumb up and let me know what you make so far of the Premier League, what you make so far of your football club, which is Chelsea, and also the news of Ruben Loftus-Cheek joining AC Milan. What's the take of that? Do you think is it good for AC Milan or is it bad for Chelsea in terms of a squad depth and what Chelsea will be looking like? We have lots of players, almost about 10 players that will be leaving the football club this coming summer. So big up to Tony. I hope you're doing well. I know you guys miss you miss your channel. I'm very, very sorry. Like I said, the work schedule is taking me away from streaming every day. But it's nice to have Tony here on the platform again, as usual. Guys, as the numbers keep growing, I might drop the link in there. I tell you guys, this is your platform, this is your channel. If you want to come on and say something in terms of a Sheffield Wednesday's game yesterday, West Ham game yesterday, and also Newcastle game yesterday. If you have anything you want to say in regards to that, the Premier League log, also anything champions, transfer rumors, also Neymar earlier. If you guys have been following my little shorts news, they're very, very important. You got to catch up one of those news, catch up on my YouTube shorts, get into that, and you will like it. Yes, you will like it. I bring in one of every trending news that goes on. I try and make a short news and put it on my YouTube short feed. So look into that, and also give it a like. Guys, give it a like. Like I said, yeah, Neymar also. Chelsea are willing to pay 500,000 or 500,000 pounds a week to Neymar Jr. and be able to get Neymar for 60 million, according to reports out there, rumors circulating. And we did talk about Neymar a couple months ago that Todd Bowley is looking for a Marquinhos signing. That Marquinhos signing, who's going to be that Marquinhos signing? Is Neymar going to be that Marquinhos signing? And when I sit down very well, I try to digest with all these players that we are looking for. We are trying to bring in the football club. I know Steven has different opinion in regards to what I'm about to say. Neymar, people always, the only negative surrounding Neymar is what he comes with. Neymar don't have that much of a problem compared to Cristiano Ronaldo. His problem is injury. So what if I say all the time, if Chelsea are able to manage Neymar's health very well and keep him healthy, the team needs someone who is a free kick expert, a playmaker that is unstoppable like Messi or like a Neymar can do in a football team. Can Neymar come in and be Chelsea? If Chelsea are able to manage Neymar very well and behave professional way, can we get the best out of Neymar at his age for a couple seasons, like 3 seasons? Can we do that? And what's the impact going to be? We need a free kick taker. We don't have one now. We don't have an expert. We have someone that can take it, but then out of percentage rate, you can say maybe 50% it might get on target or it will be saved. But with Neymar, you can guarantee at least 70%, 75% is going the back of the net most of the time. That is what we are lacking. We used to have Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso is not there anymore. He's gone. There's no one there. Sadio Mane also, Phantom of mini topic is talking about. And also earlier in the week, I made a short video concerning Mauricio Pochettino and certain players that he wants at the football club. And I did mention he wanted Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan. He wanted Emiliano Martinez from Aston Villa, and also Alexis McAllister. All these 3 players are part of the winning team that won the World Cup at Qatar. So if we have these players, it means that with inclusion of Enzo Fernandez, we're going to end up having 4 World Cup winners. This team needs some kind of experience in the team. We cannot do next season with so much of a young players. It's not going to help us. Look at what Pep Guardiola have done so far. He's been able to keep the core of this team for how long now? Almost about 4 or 5 seasons. Kyle Walker has been there. Kevin De Bruyne has been there for how long? That what's his name? Bernardo Silva, Gundogan. Now they just added Haaland. From what I'm hearing now, they are interested in bringing in Chelsea player, the player that Chelsea has been looking in for, the guy that played for RB Leipzig. Steven, what's his name again? RB Leipzig defender.
The centre back.
Yeah, the centre back.
Vardio
has been heavily been linked with Manchester City. City wants him. Now, where is this league going into? Is it going to be a one-horse race every season? Is it going to turn into the French league or the German league, whereby one team wins it all the time? Is that one?
To be fair, at least in Germany, even though Bayern win it like 90% of the time, at least you do have Dortmund up there as well. Whereas you look at the French league, it is literally just PSG by like 10 points every season, 15 points, ridiculous.
So now this is what Manchester City are doing now. It's becoming very scary at this moment. So that's where we are. We'll come back with the Ruben Loftus-Cheek. If you guys have any comments regards to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, guys, please do me a favor, drop it. I'm trying to, as much as I can, to read more of questions, not just ordinary comments. So please, let's try so we can keep on track. So I don't know what we have here.
Did you see the thing about the Man City? What's it called? They're contesting the thing about the charges, aren't they?
Yeah.
And one of the things was something related to one of the guys who was on like the decision making board or whatever it was, is an Arsenal fan. What a ridiculous argument.
Yeah. Big up to you, Mr. Patrick, and big up to you, Mr. Tony. Steven, I'll come to you real quick in the what you're talking about. Big up to the beautiful game, absolutely. Everyone that is here on the platform, shout out to everyone. It's been a while, at least once a week. It's taking. I know some of my members are really hating, but guys, do not worry. I will still come back. Probably within the next few months, I will be back. It's not going to be forever. It's just the workload. That's all. Tony said Neymar makes no sense with the current project. It is true. If you look into that, the project cannot be young players alone, brother Tony. The project cannot be young players alone. Else we will fall and fall and fall. We will fall because we don't have to call the team yet. We need a lot of experience, and also that we have to balance the team very well. Balance chemistry is very, very important in every team. Why do you think PSG has fall short all the time? Because they don't have the balance. The chemistry is not there. If you have almost about 3, 4, 5 world-class players that don't want to do the extra work, which is a dirty work, always you're going to end up losing. Because Neymar up there, he's not going to track back all the time. And you have 3 of those Neymars. We have Kylian Mbappe, we have Lionel Messi, who's also at that age that he doesn't have that legs anymore. He stays up there, he doesn't drop back. So you have about 3 players up there that are not dropping back to help the defense. That is what is happening. You see Drogba drop deep all the time. Fernando Torres drop deep all the time. Frank Lampard dropped deep all the time. Look at where Frank Lampard was when he kicked the ball to Fernando Torres to score that goal against Barcelona at the Camp Nou. So we need our strikers to drop down, attacking players to drop down, which I know that Madueke, with time, he will learn, but he needs experience. Madueke cannot be the guy starting our game every time next season. There should be someone else for Madueke to learn from the bench and come in. But I know all this is going to change as soon as Mauricio Pochettino comes in and he starts his way. Mauricio Pochettino has a different way, a drill that he takes the players through. If you guys can remember, during the time that Mauricio Pochettino was a manager for Tottenham Hotspur, look at the size of Harry Kane. Harry Kane shrink down. Harry Kane was the best of his element. He was scoring goals. If you look at his body texture, he was very fit.
He was still young when Poch came in as well.
Yeah. And as soon as Poch left, when Mourinho took over, Harry Kane's body started changing. Go look at the picture. I've seen 2 pictures that I was trying to make a comparison between Harry Kane, the way he looks when he was there playing under Mauricio Pochettino, and when Jose Mourinho came in. His body started changing. So we're gonna look into that, and Steven can take us through some of those drills that Mauricio Pochettino took Tottenham Hotspur's players through when he was there. And he's going to implement the same drill at Chelsea. It is crazy. If you listen to it, Steven will take us through that. It is crazy way of a drill. So that is coming from Tony. So Tony, your question or your comments has taken me through a couple hours to try and digest certain things too. Please, no more big signings, please. Coming from Phantom of Mini Topic, please, no more big signing. That's what he said. Aside your money, Patrick, like I said, big up to you, Tony. Big up to absolutely. Fact, if one what's that name? Is it City?
Oh, City. So that's
City.
how how they all say it. Yeah. So, in fact, if City won all their games with 0 losses, they'll still have less charges against them in FFP.
Yeah, and also they also going against those charges. Big up to you, the beautiful game, bro. I hope you're doing very well. Big up to you too. Stone said we are a long way off City. It's gonna take time before we can challenge again. Yes, like I'm saying, it will take time, but we have to get the balance right. We have to start getting the balance right next season. Has Luton Town ever been in Premier League? that's a question. It's about to happen. Look, it would be nice if you see Luton Town. I want to see. Steve and I said we want to see someone new. We don't want to see
And
is
we're
it
getting
Middlesbrough,
that.
right? We don't want to see Middlesbrough.
I've never seen Sheffield Wednesday up there. I've never seen Luton up there. So it's happening.
We need to spend on the top DM and the striker first before we spend a big on luxury players. That is Tony. Tony, I understand. I understand. There are still players out there. Neymar will come out almost about 60 million if they can get Neymar. He's a luxury player, but we have to look at his impact. 500K is a lot of money, but let's compare him also to what Haaland done at City. We got to get this window right. It is true, Mr. Patrick said we have to get it right, which absolutely I agree with you. Tony said I will take money over Neymar. 500K, but money, we have money style of play, a lot of them in our team at this moment. Money style of play, we have so many of them. With time, Raheem Sterling will come good. We have Modric also playing the same area. I'm not so sure about Christian Pulisic if he's leaving right now. I know he's been linked with so many teams, but I'm not so sure about Christian Pulisic. Is he moving on? If Christian Pulisic is not moving on, we have another player that plays like money in our team. So that side of that position is overchoked at this moment. Neymar also plays in there, but Neymar is more of a central role. Also stroke attack, depending on how they want to use him. I would take money over Neymar. Phantom Mini topics. Patrick, without those early Tuchel, we would have been relegated. Without Tuchel's points that he made, we would have been relegated by now. Patrick said 114 points to 115 changes plastic cheating club.
Okay. So
yeah,
saying,
to I think the City.
If they won all their games without any losses, they would have 114 points, and they've got 115 charges against them.
But that's behind us now. Phantom, we must see what Poch does now. Okay, Phantom said Lukaku must be given a chance under Pochettino.
Good luck to him getting through the fitness testing. That's gonna be brilliant.
That's what we're about to go through and see if Lukaku can go through that drill. That is funny.
Oh, can't wait.
All right, I'll check it, Stephen. I've seen your message. Thank you very much, Stephen. All right.
Because of the reason for that message that you're referring to,
yeah.
Because it's the 19th of May. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11 years ago, 19th of May 2012, Chelsea won their first ever Champions League. So they're all talking about it. So John Terry just put out a tweet. It made me chuckle a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much, Stephen G. Big up to my big brother Chelsea Perspective joining us here on the platform. It's been a while, bro. I try as much as I can because of like I said, other stuff going on behind. So it doesn't allow me to stream every day like I used to. But I do hop on the platform and then also listen to what you guys are talking about all the time, the tier list, and then everything that's going on the platform. So yeah, big up to your brother. Continue doing the good thing you're doing, and then get all the community to your side. Very soon, you will be the one and only. Yeah. Thank you very much for spending time joining us over here on this platform. Steven, we're going back. Yep. Are we done with Ruben Loftus-Cheek? Then I think if he can throw some light on the drills that Mauricio Pochettino is going to take this current Chelsea squad through.
I think we're done on Loftus-Cheek, unless you've found anything else you got to say on it.
No, I think Ruben, like we've all said, that it's time for Ruben to move on and find a football club that will give him time to play day in, day out. Being at Chelsea, being the second fiddle or coming up from the bench at his age 27 is not helping him. So I think for now we are done with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. If you're not ready for Mauricio Pochettino, like I said, it is imminent. Just my brother said, Chelsea Perspective said. But then we'll look into that. He's been appointed, but it hasn't been announced. But he is still doing some work behind the scenes at this moment. We're just waiting till the season to come to an end before they announce Mauricio Pochettino. That's what it's looking like. So Chelsea Perspective said if you use an ISO device, click the icon on the bottom right side. Okay. Yes, sir. If you
So
use an ISO
basically,
device,
if you're using an Apple product,
Apple
is what it's
phone,
saying.
yeah.
So an iPhone, an iPad. I don't know if they'll have it on Macs. I don't know, but yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah, Chelsea Perspective is right there with us here. And also we have a Tony. Tony said that Lukaku don't want us and we don't want him. As Steven said, he ain't passing preseason fitness. It will be very difficult. We're about to go through, when Steven is ready, he's about to take us through the fitness drill that Mauricio Pochettino take his team through. And I don't think Lukaku, like I said, Lukaku can make it. Lukaku cannot make it. If we can business with Brentford, maybe give them a couple of loan and then 70 million for Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney also 70 million is too much. You cannot.
He's banned for 8 months.
8 months, and then you want to get him this summer. Right now, from what I've read is no one knows if Ivan Toney can play in any football league. No one knows. Not even the Premier League right now at this moment. No one knows. So from what I've read, they have to find out from the FA. FA himself has to find out and bring that report out if Ivan Toney can be able to move to any other football club in England and be able to play for them. So no one knows at this moment.
I think he's allowed to train from September. He's just not allowed to play, I think is what was said. So he's allowed to train from September, but not play any games until January.
Yeah, which is at this moment he cannot. He cannot play for any other team right now. So if you want to spend 70 million on a player that's been banned for 18 months for him to sit on the bench doing nothing and being paid weekly, probably I can tell maybe he's making almost about 120 a week from Brentford, or maybe 100 a week or 150 a week. He might end up making almost about 150 or 160. Close to about 200 when it comes to Chelsea. So you want to pay him that much money for him to sit on the bench. I think it's very, very. It will hit the club's pocket. If we can also. Phantom said that Steven Sheffield Wednesday is down in League One, but about to promote back to Championship. Yeah,
it's because of I've got all my things mixed up because there's been so many playoff games I can't keep up. But no, they're
trying hard to get into.
We're going to see something new because it's Coventry, the other one, I believe, if I remember rightly. So it's Coventry and Luton, if I remember rightly. So either way, it's a new team that I've never seen in the Premier League. So
absolutely, that's right. Like I said, half an hour of this will be streaming for only an hour, and we're not going to go beyond it. Depending on how interesting the conversation go, we'll try and keep it within an hour. So I'll drop the link in there. If you're there, you're listening, you want to come on and have a say, feel free. This platform is made for you guys. Steven and I just represent the platform, but then it's made for the fans. Patrick said, who's rather keen?
Who would you rather
go for?
Which striker would you rather have?
To me, for me, I'll take Harry Kane for 3 years. Osimhen, I'm not so sure. Osimhen is a very good player, but then he's not going to come cheap. He's probably going to go around 140, 120.
They do want that about that. From all the reports are saying it's about that.
It's about that range. Osimhen need at least one more season in the Italian league to prove himself and score that goals again.
Even then, I wouldn't sign him for that much.
I would love Osimhen all the time. I love my brother. I saw Osimhen played in the under-17 African Cup of Nations. I saw Osimhen played in the under-17 world competition where he scored those goals, and he even said he wants to play because Didier Drogba, they were all looking up to Didier Drogba and the rest. He loved Chelsea.
A lot of African players, specifically strikers, idolize Didier Drogba.
Yeah. So I would love Osimhen. If you have a player that has that mindset to play for Chelsea, why wouldn't you? But my only problem is I don't want him to come and fail, because once he comes to the Premier League and he cannot live up to that expectation, he's not going to go to any other big team again. It's going to be very difficult for Manchester United to get him. It's going to be difficult for United or maybe Arsenal or Man City or any other team to get him. So I want him to have one more season at the Italian league, continue that record, continue that form, get those goals, and then Chelsea, with everyone in the world can say, even if Chelsea doesn't get him, United can say this guy is ready. This guy is ready to get to the next level. Then you can bring him. What didn't we see from Kalidou Koulibaly season after season after season on top of his game at the Italian league? We brought him to Chelsea.
With
Up to
Napoli
now,
again, by
he
the
can
way.
still now figure himself out how to defend in the Premier League. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, with Napoli again. Like
With Napoli again. You know, we also saw.
Just quickly on it, yeah?
Yeah.
All I'll say on this, yeah, is that I don't see us signing either one, because Daniel Levy ain't going to want to sell to Chelsea on Pochettino, yeah? But if it was an option, which, like I said, I don't think either one are, I'm taking Harry Kane. For one, he's played in Poch's system. For two, he's played in England his whole career. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three, we know how lethal he can be. He doesn't need to come in, adapt to a new league, all this sort of stuff. Yeah. And he can help our young strikers. You can loan out Dacho Fofana, and then you can have Broja behind him, and I can't even think of the other one. Maybe one other. And then you can work with them, and then Kane can teach them and turn them into lethal attackers like him. Because that's the type of person I get the sense of him being. He'll take someone under his wing and he'll help them develop their game. That's the kind of guy that I see him as. I think he would do that. And then we're fine for the future, because he's helped all the younger lot by giving them little bits of advice and everything to help develop their game to the next level.
I agree with you. Steven, I have some few comments here. Once I'm done with the comment, I want you to take us through the drill if you're ready for that. And also, before
I'll be back in about 30 seconds. I'm just going mute.
All right, Tal. So I'll take the time, a couple seconds, and read these comments that we have here, and then I'm sure Steven. A beautiful game said that Tony has been banned from all football activities, and the Premier League have approached UEFA to make it worldwide banned. Whoa, that's ouch. That's very for Patrick said worldwide. Yeah, absolutely. Chelsea perspective said, I don't think we should sign a player that will be useless for us for 8 months. Yeah, I think that is regards to Ivan Toney. He's going to be useless. Why do you want to sign him now? Unless you have so much money you want to throw away, then you can sign him for whatever you want to sign him for, but not for that much that Tony is talking about. 60 to 70 million, Ivan Toney, who is going to be sitting down for 8 months. That's a lot of money to pay for a player. You're talking about almost half a season is gone already. Half a season is gone, or even more than half a season. Phantom said Burnley, Sheffield United, and Luton Town. I want to love you. Said that I hope. Hello, I hope everyone is well. It's nice to hear from everyone again. It's nice to hear from you too. Read your comments. I want to love you. It's always a pleasure from beginning to now. You've been part of this platform, and you never shy away from us. You're always there. You are always there, and you are one of my greatest Michigan or United States fan that always support this platform. Tony said he can start training in September and play again in January. I would prefer we spend 60 to 70 on Tony, then 130 on Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen.
Neither of those players are worth either of those values. Neither one of them worth that much.
Yes, Chelsea perspective said, more importantly, we do not have the luxury to spend that much money on a single player in the summer. that is coming from guys. The link is right there. We've done almost about 40 minutes of stream. The rest will be in and out. If you have time, if you are free, you have time, you want to join us here. And all these rumors surrounding the football club, Mauricio Pochettino, what do you make of it? When do you think Pochettino will be announced? What do you make of his Pochettino's drill? If you haven't read anything about his drill, our brother Steven will take us through that. And also, Tony and Phantom Chelsea Perspective. I know he's very, very busy. Probably he's doing something behind the computer. I know he has a little bit of time. That is why he's joining us here, trying to help the algorithm. Absolutely, thank you very much, my brother. Tony. So that I think Kane will be everyone's first choice, but I just think it's unrealistic at this moment. Absolutely, right now the only positive surrounding Harry Kane is Pochettino has worked with him very well. Pochettino understands Harry Kane. He is the only one that can persuade Harry Kane to join Chelsea Football Club. Harry Kane doesn't want to leave London and join Manchester United. He doesn't want to do that. Harry Kane will tarnish his legacy as Tottenham Hotspur's player. He was not going to get that statue if he moved away from Tottenham Hotspur. So that alone can stop Harry Kane from joining Chelsea. That alone. If you want a statue to be built down at, if you go to Newcastle United, there's a big statue built there, built down there for, what's his name again? Alan Shearer. So if you want something like that over there, then he needs to stay at Tottenham Hotspur. If he's not thinking about legacy, then he can move on to another London club that can help him win some trophies before he retired from football in general. So Chelsea Perspective, so I'll keep liking the stream, people. Absolutely, thank you very much. Chelsea Perspective said, guys, we have a few people here. If you haven't seen much of Chelsea Perspective, I don't stream every day anymore like I do. I only stream on Fridays, our usual time. But Chelsea Perspective is still continuous streaming, same every day. And even we have sometimes bonus time, maybe a couple hours time after streaming in the morning. You can still join in. If you guys don't know much about him, we got 6 people on the platform right now. The 3 dots right there in the comment section below. Click on it. It will take you to his platform. And then subscribe to his channel. And also join the discussion. He has a huge followers and it's a huge panel. There's very, very respectful panels and also very, very knowledgeable on this platform also. So yeah, just like we have over here. So get onto him and then you can join on this live stream. He will also read your comments. As far as the comments are more respectful and well constructed, he will read them for you, just like we do on this platform. So big up to my brother Chelsea Perspective. Big up to you, Mr. McCain. I hope you're doing very well. He said that Kane will slow down our game. We need proactive striker. He's on a decline. What do you make of these comments coming from McCain, Stephen, in regards to Harry Kane? Then we can move on if you're ready, Stephen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not on the decline. And also, like I said before, he's played in Pochettino's system. We're not going to get him. We could. 100% we should. But we can't. Because Daniel Levy isn't going to sell to us. But if it was an option, you 100% do it. Mm-hmm. Harry Kane isn't on the decline and he's played in Pochettino's system. So you can't really say you need proactive strikers. Different strikers work in different systems, and he's worked in that system. So Poch knows how to utilize him and get the best out of him. And right. Also, he's 29, so he's still literally like at the beginning to middle of his prime. That's around your prime. It's like, I would argue prime is between 27, 28 through to about 31, maybe 32.
Yeah.
So he's literally like bang middle in his prime. So to say he's declining is, in my view, that's too kind of a crazy statement to make. I'm not saying you're crazy. I'm saying the statement is crazy.
Okay, probably McCain. If you hear my co-host, he said that probably that is a little bit too harsh on Harry Kane in terms of
essentially,
I mean,
because the guy
you remember
played 318 Premier League games and got 210 goals.
Yeah, that's a lot.
This season, he's got 27 goals, yeah, in the Premier League. 36 appearances, 27 goals. He's got 1 goal in 8 games in the Champions League, but it's Tottenham, so we ignore that. But yeah, in the Premier League, he's got 27 goals, which is his second highest. And he's still got, I think they've only got 2 games left. His highest is 30. So he's 3 goals off his highest, which was from 2016-2017, which was his 17-18, so his 5th season, but his 4th season of regular Premier League football. That was his highest, was 30. So his highest, as it stands, 30 goals in 2016-17, yeah, in the Premier League only. 2017-18, 30 goals in 37 games. 2016-17, 29 goals in 30 games. And then you get to this season, 36 games, 27 goals. So, I mean, put it this way. Last season, he got 17 and 37.
17 and 37.
Joint lowest. That's his joint lowest, is 17 goals in a Premier League season. It's his joint lowest.
So he's averaging 20-25 a season.
This season he's got 27 with like 2 games to go. Last season he got 17. The season before 23. The season before 18. Season before 17. Season before 30. Season before 29. Season before 25. Season before that, which was his first season of regular Premier League football. His first season of regular Premier League football, he played 34 games, scored 21 goals.
That's incredible. That's incredible on statistics on Harry Kane. Steven, if you're ready, take us through. Then we have other topics that we're going to talk about in terms of Andre Onana forces. Being linked with the football club, Onana and other goalkeepers that we'll be looking up to. I want you guys have, if you're watching, let me know your thoughts on those goalkeepers. We have Emiliano Martinez, also heavily linked with the football club. We have another Onana. We know Mendy is linked with AC Milan again. So what is going on with Chelsea and AC Milan? So let's see. Steven, if you're ready, take us through the drill.
Stuff, because there's multiple different things. Maybe when he's announced, we can go more into other methods, because there's a fair few. But I believe the one you're specifically referencing is the Gacon fitness test, yeah?
Gacon, yeah. The Gacon one, yeah.
Okay, so everyone starts at a line. I don't know how they're going to do it. But yeah, everyone starts straight line next to each other. You are required to run 125 meters within 45 seconds. You then have a 15-second rest period. 45-second interval, if you like.
Yeah.
The distance increases by 6.25 meters. So stage 1 is obviously 125 meters. Stage 2, 131.25 meters. 3, 137.5. 4, 143.75. And it keeps going. So I'll just go to a couple of them. So if you reach stage 10, you're running 181.25 meters in 45 seconds, which is an average speed of 14.5 kilometers an hour. If you reach stage 15, you're doing 212.5 meters in 45 seconds, which is 17 kilometers an hour. If you reach stage 20, you're doing 243.75 meters, which is 19.5 kilometers an hour. And then if you reach stage 25, you're doing 275 meters, which is 22 kilometers an hour in speed. I did the first couple, so you get an idea. And then
how will Lukaku pass this fitness test?
Oh, that's another thing. So obviously I sent you a clip yesterday, yeah?
Yeah.
So what they used to do at Tottenham, this is Perez, his like fitness guy, conditioning guy. After the summer, when they report for pre-season, they obviously would take the measurements, like the fat, all that, the weight, and everything like that. And if a player was deemed overweight, I can't think of a politically correct way of saying this, they get put into fat camp.
Excuse me?
Yeah, no. So if a player's come back deemed overweight, they got put into at Tottenham. So obviously it's got to happen here as well. What you could technically deem as fat camp. So they get worked harder on their fitness than the other players. Because they need to do more work on their fitness and get their like weight down and stuff and their body fat down. So it'll be interesting. Let's put it that way. I think, like, I saw people saying Reece James might struggle, Enzo might struggle. I personally don't think they will. The one individual I would be worried about is a striker who's coming back from a loan at Inter Milan. That's the one person I would be seriously worried about.
That's Lukaku.
Correct.
All right.
But like I said, there's other things that he gets them to do that I'm sure we can touch on once everything's official.
All right. Oh boy. All right. We got more questions coming from, like I said, guys, we need more questions than any other thing.
You know that one platform. From highlighted a second ago from Mackin saying he won't suit our system and tired of us buying players only Chelsea is interested in. Was that after I made the point about Kane? Neymar? I'm not sure. Because I think you went back to the Neymar thing. So
yeah.
Was that about Kane or Neymar? Because if it's about Kane, then like I said, Pochettino will employ the same system as he has done in the past, which is a system that Harry Kane's worked in.
Right.
So there should be no worries.
That's true.
If it's
Neymar, if it's Neymar, not every football club in this world.
Also, again though, Neymar worked with him at PSG. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Neymar is quoted as saying he would die on the pitch, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I believe he said he would die on the pitch for him, no?
Yeah.
Somebody said that.
Mauricio Pochettino, he really liked Neymar. He really liked him. Mauricio Pochettino never liked Messi. He never liked the coming of Messi.
He never wanted him.
He never wanted him. He was being forced to use him. He never wanted Messi at the football club in the first place. Okay. Makim said he won't suit. Okay, that's what Steven just read. Big up to you, Musto. Mr. Hope you're doing very well. Musto, nice to see you here on the platform again and joining us discussing football. Is Neymar the right player we need? It's very difficult to tell if Neymar is the right player or a wrong player. I'll come back on that question. I'll give you a reply. Snoopy G said that's spitting fact. And also beautiful game said is it Remy Leisure? Is it Remy Leisure? Leisurous Rex is gonna die in training. Beautiful game is I think he's trying to
Rex.
Yeah, Lukaku is going to die on the pitch. Because look, what Steven is talking about, 145 meters within 45 seconds, it's a lot. You have to be very healthy. You have to be on your L game.
For that, legs. For what, 145 did you say?
Meters within 45 seconds.
Wait, what one are you on about? There's no 145. There's 125, 131, 137, 143, and 150 in the first 5 stages.
I was talking about the first one. Is it here on 45?
Oh, the first one's 125, 125.
Okay.
So
45 seconds.
You're running. Oh, sugar. You're running at 10 kilometers an hour to do 125 meters in 45 seconds.
And also, is Neymar the right player we need? Okay, the question is back again. Look, like I said, let me put it this way. In every player that you bring to a football club, there's no guarantee that player is going to be successful. There's no guarantee. No one knew that Didier Drogba was going to end up being a legend as he is. He did with Chelsea. Didier Drogba struggled in his first season getting goals. He was coming out from bench He struggled before he started becoming Didier Drogba. No one knew that Mikhailo Modric is going to be successful at Chelsea Football Club with all the money that we've spent on him.
We still don't know.
We still don't know
It's
if
still
he's going
early.
to come good because this is the Premier League. He can move from the Premier League to another team and he becomes better with experience. So we have to manage players very well and trying to make sure we use them at the right time when needed. Playing players off positions has been something that we've done so many times in the past because we don't have certain players, key players, to be able to play there at the right place. So we end up putting players in so many positions. We've seen that happening with Mason Mount many times, and that has been one of the problems why it becomes so bad, or his season has gone so bad this season. That's one of the reasons.
Somebody made a point
Neymar,
yesterday. Take 2 seconds. All I was going to say is, you're on Mount, whilst I remember. Somebody said yesterday, they said, notice how, when Mount was playing well, the team was playing well, we were getting top 4, whatnot, yeah?
Yeah.
Mount is playing bad, the whole team's playing bad. Me, personally, I'm not saying it's only Mount. We know the whole team's playing bad.
It's a call of the team.
Yeah, it's the whole team. It's just very weird that it happens to be the one season where he's actually dropped off. I think was what their point was.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even say that. I'd just say this one is a coincidence that there's a lot of changes that have gone on around the club, and I think that's the bigger factor here.
Yeah, Monster City has to be sold a lot of players this summer, right? Absolutely. A lot of players will be sold. Like, we're still going on. Andriy Shevchenko at AC Milan was the best player at the time, at that moment. We brought him to the football club. Roma wanted him. You're Ukrainian because Roman supports Ukrainian, and also he was a Russian at that moment. And Roma wanted the coming of Andriy Shevchenko. It was Roman Abramovich player. He was the Roman Abramovich player. He forced that player to be played. He didn't live up to expectation. We spent so much money on him. It did not work. But then he was playing well in the Italian league. That's what I said. You don't know who's going to make it at a football club. It's always a gamble. We saw the
I was just checking comments. He's disconnected. Okay. Okay, so whilst he's away, what was you guys doing when Chelsea won the first Champions League 11 years ago today? What was you guys doing? Where was you watching? Was you at home? Was you somewhere else? What do you remember? Let's see if he's messaged. So Musto was at home. I was at my friend's. My friend is a Liverpool fan. And I was watching it with his dad and his 2 younger sisters. My mate was at a football presentation. And yeah, I remember because the dad supports Liverpool. He wanted us to lose just because it's Chelsea. Whereas my mate's sisters, who are younger than us, only kids at the time, wanted Chelsea to win. So when we won, we're all just winding them up. because it was quite amusing. But
Oh,
yeah, I was just asking the chat where they were when we won Champions League 11 years ago. I was wondering what you were doing.
yeah. Sorry guys, I lost a connection over here, so everything went off. But luckily, my laptop, running on battery, did not go down. So sorry about that. I
That's a
have
bit
to
of luck.
change. Yeah, I have to change the camera, real quick, and then I will get back to the normal camera. Which, sorry about
There you
that.
go.
Good thing I have two cameras. Yeah. All right. So, what did I miss, Stephen? Not a whole lot.
No, because I was reading some of the comments, I didn't know where you was actually up to, so I was just asking them where they were when we won Champions League in 2012 and like what they were doing.
Where did you get to? The comment. Did you read Hudson Odoi's
That's what I'm
comments
saying.
coming from?
No, I didn't know where you were. That's why I just asked them where they were in 2012
Okay.
watching Champions League, because I didn't know where you got up to.
I think I was still answering the name of question coming from Mostu, brother over here. Then
Okay.
it's name of the right person. I did talk about it. Okay. Okay. I still have. We are getting rid of cover. RLC Zakaria. Please tell me where the physicality going to come from. Okay, that's a big question, Steven. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is not a starter in the first place. Kovacic,
Yep.
the strength is there, but then
Been injured
Kovacic
a fair bit
himself,
this season.
yeah, Kovacic himself through injury, too many injuries. You guys, you have to remember, too many injuries. Cover doesn't offer much. He doesn't offer much in terms of goals. You got his experience and his ability. You need some goals from cover, and cover doesn't. If you have young players out there that can contribute more, and also we need, like I said, we need a playmaker. We need a guy that can give up those passes, those creasy passes, who can see those spaces in between the low blocks and be able to get wins. We need that. You saw those things coming from Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Real Mahrez, around Manchester City. We need those kind of players that can put in the magic when it needed to. So the physical nature. We'll look at it. Igula Conte is still there. Conte is still at the football club for probably 1 or 2 more seasons. He'll still be there. But then we know Declan Rice.
I think he's meant to be signing. It's just not officially announced and everything. And also the other name that was mentioned, Zakari, is here on loan, and he's barely played as well. So we're not missing anything without him playing.
Yeah, Zakaria is on loan. He's not like a Chelsea player. He's just on loan at the football club.
But he's also not played
this moment
since he got injured against, I think it was Fulham away, wasn't it, in January? He hasn't. He might have got a couple minutes, but he's not really played much since then. So
yeah, Phantom of Mini Topic said Hudson Odoi was being played as a right back,
but not much. Odoi being played as a right wing back. Tuchel tax. That's what I'm saying on that. Is Tuchel tax. That's all that needs to be said.
All right, Phantom said at this point, Mount need to join Uncle Georgian Club in Liverpool. Mount will never walk alone. Right now, it looks like he is. Pochettino has to do a lot of work. Absolutely, he needs a lot in terms of the fitness. It's one of the first things that Pochettino has to start working on. Fitness, the fitness wise. Frank Lampard is getting them there, but then tactically, Pochettino have to use his brain to get them tactically to work. Also, I was at home when Chelsea won the UCL coming from
Yeah, because that's what I was asking a minute.
Why do we get rid of players? Why do you get rid of players before finding their replacement? We never used to do this in the glory days. Getting rid of players.
That's the simple answer. We have to sell.
You have to start making the market ready.
We've got, I think it's 34 or 35 players in the first team part of the club website. In the club website, there's about 34, 35 players listed, yeah? Zakaria isn't going to be here because he's on loan, yeah? And who was the other guy we got on loan again? I can't even remember. My brain's gone.
Do what?
No, we got 2 on loan, Zakaria and someone else, isn't it? I think. Who was it? Oh, man. Oh, João Felix, of course it was. So then we're down to 32 or 33 there. Wait, what was it? Yeah, 34 or 35 are listed. So you go down to 32 or 33. So you still need to get rid of at least 6 or 7 from the squad this season, on top of them going. So Ruben's one of them. So you got to get rid of 5 or 6. Then you've got the players who have come back from loans like Bakayoko, Lukaku, Malangsa. I think Malangsa's going to get sold for sure. I'm not sure if he's done enough to trigger the clause in his loan, which was set at 15 million if he triggered the clause through, I think it was through appearances. But I think he's been injured, so he's not really played much since January. So that won't get triggered, but I'd expect him to be sold regardless. Yeah, I'm not sure how much you were aware of. I was just saying on the club website, there's about 34 or 35 players listed in the first team section. But you get rid of Zakaria and João Felix, down to about 32 players.
Yeah. I mean, Steven, just
and
like you said, to
get rid of 6 or 7 players.
To get market for the players, you have to start putting them on the market now. So other teams will be looking at them.
We know for a fact there's been directors from multiple clubs in our directors box from about February. We know that for a fact. I think Sporting were even there at one point. Then again, that could be for a certain Sporting midfielder that we've been linked with. I think you know which one I'm on about. And we might even be able to get them cheaper because the 3 main clubs in Portugal are getting investigated at the moment.
Are you keeping Felix?
I'm not, no. Not if we have to get him on a permanent. I may, if it was my decision, I may consider it if it was a loan again. But then they go on about 16, 17 million loan fee on us to pay the wages. So I'm leaning towards no. Let's put it that way. On the loan, I'm leaning towards no. On the permanent, it's a straight no because they go on silly money for that.
Yeah, on Newcastle. At this moment, I read it yesterday on one of this news. Newcastle also in link with him. Newcastle United.
Or something like an account. There's some account, I can't remember the account. On Instagram, I think it was. I only saw it because I think Romano put it on Twitter earlier as we went live. And it was relating to something about Newcastle are the only team that can pay 100 million for João Felix. And I think it was Felix commented something like a bunch of know-it-alls. Because the reality is, someone making something up and it's been ran with.
All right, while Steven is talking, guys, we don't have that much time. Time is passed already.
Oh no, that's what I was
literally less than 10 minutes. So if you want to join us on here before the stream comes to an end, feel free. The link is right there. You can join us. I'll still put the link in there again. Join us here for a few minutes and then let us know what you make of these transfer rumors surrounding the players that are coming in, some of the players that are going out. We did talk about Andre Onana. We haven't even talked about that. Still more on Andre Onana. And also Jose Mourinho slam for ugly tactics as Roma reaches Europa League final. Doesn't really care the tactics anymore. Jose is parking the bus and is winning trophy. Back to back again with Spurs version of would I say Spurs? Yeah, Jose Mourinho is taking the AS Roma again, back to back.
His career.
Yeah, 5 of them, 5 finals, 5. When it comes to Felix, we have to look at other ourselves because
your camera's
strive
frozen.
In any team. Yes, I'm frozen. We'll strive in any team. In a second, guys. Let me refresh this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me ask you this, Mackin. Who is going? Does Felix start ahead of? Bear in mind, we've also got Nkunku coming in. Yeah. Out of this current squad and Nkunku who's coming in, where does Felix start? Those players in mind, Felix, Nkunku, and then everyone else we have. Where does Felix start in this team? I'll be interested to know. Because
you have Felix
thrive in any team. Okay, you can say that, but that you can say, oh, he'll thrive in, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a team now. You could say he'll thrive in like a mid-table team that have decent creators. Of course you can. But the reality is, if we've got players who are deemed to be better and also suit the style of play that Pochettino's got to play better than what João Felix will, then of course, why would you get him again for silly money as well?
Yeah, I mean, Stephen, what you say makes a lot of sense. Where you gonna play all these players? Modric, a young player, we're trying to get him there. He need game time.
Modric,
Madueke, all these
Felix,
players need game time.
Sterling, if he stays.
Nkunku, who's not even there at this moment. Sterling is staying. Stephen, Sterling is not going anywhere right now.
There's a striker that's coming in, so Broja will be back up to them anyway.
Yeah, Broja is also coming back, and we need a striker. So we're gonna have two ways of playing, like I said in one of my videos. Two ways, either to play with Nkunku, or maybe right now I know I've also said so many players
so versatile as well. It's so good.
Yeah, so we're gonna look into that also, guys. I think this is where we're gonna bring the stream to an end. What am I missing? A beautiful game. So Newcastle won to Felix. I've read that one. McCain, big up to McCain. He says when it comes to Felix, we have to look otherwise. Yeah. I think I read that one. Then Musto brought this up. I want to see more from Joao Felix. I hope he stays coming from. And we did talk about Joao Felix's position right now at this moment. Jose Mourinho is the next CFC manager after Pochettino. It's gone. Jose, no, I don't think so. Felix is not going to be signed by Phantom a minute topic. So McCain said that Felix and Nkunku both can play the striking role, but Felix have proven this season that he's not good finishing. We already got a number 9. We have Amanzo Broja, who will come back fit again by I think he was going to start the preseason. He will definitely start the preseason with us.
Ahead of schedule, so he's on schedule to be preseason, which is ahead of schedule. But like I say, Broja and then an actual 9, and also I'd rather not play Nkunku at 9 because if I remember rightly, I think he started as an 8, then moved to a 10, then he moved out wide, and then he moved to striker. Like, the guy can play so many positions. It's ridiculous. But we need to find the position that works best for him in Pochettino's system in the Premier League. Because just because he can play as like a 9, a false 9 in the Bundesliga, which is what we saw Havertz do from time to time, it doesn't mean it's going to work in England. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with Nkunku. I'm excited to see how Gusto gets used because I wonder if Poch might do what he did at Tottenham where you start fullbacks and then you sub them off about the 60th minute to keep them fresh and to keep the intensity. I think he'll probably do that here. I feel like that's one of the principles that is part of his like tactics.
Yeah.
So that should also help prevent injuries to Reece James and Chilwell as well. Because if they're not playing the full 90 game in all the time, then it should be fine.
Musto wants to talk about the Manchester City and the Real Madrid game. He says, guys, did you see the Man City versus Real Madrid? I fear this will happen against us as well. Let me tell you this. Every game is different. Makin, Musto, if you've watched football very well for a long time, every game is different. And why is it different? The psychological nature, the mindset, the intensity that you build or you build yourself up towards a specific game is different from another game. Why was City so good? Why did City play so well? One, they were going to face a 14 times Champions League champions. 14 times. And Real Madrid have shown in the past 4 seasons that when you underrate them or underestimate them, that is when they come out good. Chelsea were so good in 2 seasons playing Real Madrid. But at the end of the day, Real Madrid become victorious because of that experience. So to be able to cancel Real Madrid out, cancel them by not qualifying to the finals, you don't have to make mistake. City could not afford to make mistake against Real Madrid. So the preparation towards Real Madrid game was different. It's going to be different preparation towards Chelsea game because City know where Chelsea are. what is at stake. Even if City lose against Chelsea, they can still go on and win the Premier League. If City lose against Chelsea, the least City can get from Chelsea game will be a draw. You get what I'm saying?
City are winning the league anyway. Let's be honest. Let's just
City are winning it. So the preparation
They're
towards City can afford
5 clear, right? They're
Yeah.
5 clear. Arsenal have 2 games remaining, so essentially, Man City have to lose every single one of their remaining 3 games because they've got a game in hand.
There you go. So, like I said, City can afford to make mistake against Chelsea. Chelsea can score, but City always have a certain player called Erling Haaland. City have a player called Bernardo Silva, playing on a high. Who is playing on his
Kevin De
best
Bruyne.
form? Kevin De Bruyne. Those Chelsea can score. City can make mistake. Chelsea can capitalize on their mistake and score. But then City can still keep scoring. Chelsea can score 4. City can score 10. You get what I mean? That's the kind of game we're going to go see, because they will make mistake. Chelsea will get some goals, but then Chelsea cannot keep clean sheet the whole entire 90 minutes against City. So the mindset, the psychological build-up towards that game is way different. The way Pep Guardiola is going to treat that game is not anywhere compared to the way he's going to prepare towards a Real Madrid team. And even the finals against Inter Milan will be a different game, guys. I know a lot of you might say, oh, City played so good against Real Madrid, so they're going to destroy Inter Milan. No, it will be a different game, because City might look at that game to be a little bit of we're playing a boogie side, Inter Milan side that don't know anything. So let's play this way. The favorite are City. So
they
that
might
plays a little
underestimate
bit
them,
of hand. What was that, Steven?
You're saying they might underestimate Inter Milan.
Yes.
Alternatively, we could see a Pep Guardiola from when we played them in the final, where he overthinks it and then messes it all up.
That's what I'm saying.
We could see that again.
We can see that again, because Inter Milan they defending very well. They defending very well though. So if you underrate them, you're gonna end up laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. See, the same way Chelsea were not playing any extraordinary against City. City had the same crop of players when they played against Chelsea in 2001, 2002 season. Almost the same players.
You mean 2021?
2021, yeah, 2021,
2001.
2001 is a long time ago. 2021, 2022 season. Same players, just a couple players. Akanji, one of
2020/21, because the final was in 2021.
Right. So it's just a few players that came in. So it's a different game. If City think they can afford to make mistake against Inter Milan, and Inter Milan gets 1-2 back and 1-2 goals, it will be difficult for City, because they will set that, because Inter are more disciplined in terms of the way they defend. So I know Ryan is trying to get in there, but Ryan, I think we're running out of time. Akeem said Man City is crazy. LOL. I know the football they play is a bit scary, but they were really on top of Real Madrid. That's the way you can kill Real Madrid. Kill them in the first half. First half, the game was done. Time to retire Azpilicueta. I think it's time for him to leave. Did anyone see the Lampard pre-match press conference? We did see it. He said he wanted to buy Haaland. He wanted Haaland.
But we knew that anyway. It's just him openly saying it in public now.
Because I hope
if I recall correctly, he wanted Haaland, he wanted Bellingham, and he wanted Rice.
Yeah. So all
he wanted them 3 players
that we were looking for. If Lampard has had them at that time,
what are 2 of our biggest needs? Striker and defensive mid. Oh, Haaland and Declan Rice. There's 2 of the needs.
Yeah. If you have get those players when Lampard was there, we wouldn't have this problem here.
Before all of that, he did say I don't know what the question was, but I saw a quote before he started speaking about how he wanted Haaland. He did say he thought Haaland would adapt quickly to the Premier League. He thought he would.
Yeah. But there's so many ifs and buts in terms of the way Haaland played. Haaland
it's a shame because it could have been great. Imagine if we'd got them and they worked out. And they wouldn't
And
even been that
Steven,
expensive
I
either.
keep saying this. Do you think without Kevin De Bruyne, those guys in the midfield, Haaland would have been scoring that many goals that he's been scoring? Do you think so? If he has moved on from any other
Okay,
football
maybe
club.
not that many, but he would have still got quite a few because he was scoring at
Definitely.
Dortmund as well. Like he scored everywhere he's been.
All right. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, hi Nazayan.
Mr.
Sorry I'm late, and great to see you. Great to be part of this wonderful stream. I hope you're all well.
Ryan, you owe me a bottle of beer. Me and Steven, you owe us a bottle of beer because I changed the stream time to favor you, and you still couldn't make it. And you told me the time. So
I'm sorry, my
being
friend.
late.
Just
I'm not taking that. Sorry. You have to email me. You have to either Amazon Prime me some kind of a Heineken will do. I like Heineken. Can you do that?
Heineken, cerveza. Let's do it.
I need Heineken or maybe a Modola. Can you do that for me?
Heineken, yeah.
No, Heineken tastes too much like a little bit of maybe like Bud Light. I want Modola. The
Budweiser,
Spanish.
Foster.
No. Budweiser, I don't drink. That
Corona?
is not good. It tastes like water. Yeah, Corona. I want Corona or Modola. One of those two. Corona or Modola. That's my Mexican drink.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll sort it out. It's in the mail.
That's the only way you can you can render that. I can accept that apology. If you don't send me the Modola or Corona, I'm not taking that apology. Thank you very much.
It's funny because I know for a fact that someone's going to take this way too seriously.
I know. Yeah, welcome, Mr. Ryan. I did talk earlier on about the suspension imposed on your manager judging club. What is the update on what is going on with Liverpool Football Club right now at this moment, Mr. Ryan?
Yeah, I have to be honest. I haven't been following Liverpool news too much. I know yesterday or in the last few days, the club has confirmed the several players are leaving. But this was to be expected. James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita,
Firmino as well, right?
Firmino as well, Bobby Firmino. So, three legends there, and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Sadly leaving the club. And yeah, otherwise, I was interested.
Mr. Ryan,
for you or just me?
It's I think it's Ryan. It's not just me. All of us having the same. We cannot hear him. Big up to you, Gunnar. How is life treating you, Mr. Gunnar Victor? How's life treating you? He says, my boys, how you doing? We are doing very well. You guys have you've done history for the wrong reason. So many history. Remember, if you win second, Steven said earlier on, you were not here. If you play second in the Premier League, remember you're not winning any trophy. If we are at the bottom of the league, also
it was about because of Phantom said like Fulham are finishing ahead of Chelsea, so I said you don't get a trophy for finishing ahead of Chelsea.
Oh yeah, you don't get a trophy. So Gunnar, you don't
Tottenham
get a trophy
for
finishing second.
Fulham don't, Brentford don't. Nobody does.
I love my brother Gunnar.
The London clubs don't get a trophy for finishing above the London club that's dominated for the last 20 odd years. It's not how it works. Especially to you Tottenham fans. Don't go claiming it like it's a trophy. It don't go in the trophy cabinet. I'll get you one saying congratulations, just so that you feel better, like you've experienced a trophy, but it doesn't count.
Gunnar said, been hiding for a few weeks sick, and it seems like you are still bantering me. See you next season. Gunnar, my brother. Yes, we'll see you guys this season. See how the few weeks. Yeah, see how the season goes.
It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah, we love our Arsenal fans. Yeah, Arsenal fans. People say these fans are very, very delusional. You think you're going to win the Premier League, Gunnar? Everybody keep telling you guys you're not winning. West Ham could get European trophy.
Day one, it ain't happening.
You're playing against arguably one of the best team in the world. Yeah, bro, we deserve this. Yeah, it's Arsenal fans. A lot of people say they're very, very delusional. It is true. It is true. Arsenal fans are delusional. I see. Makim said, "I
Tottenham
agree.
are
The
worse.
individual City players are not 10 out of 10. It is true. They're not. They're not really 10 out of 10 like people think they are. The system is on another level. It is true that they just want to make Pep Guardiola hasn't. And there's another debate also there, which I've already made the other topic. Like I said, we're going to talk about in terms of legendary players, and that will come out very soon. As soon as the Premier League comes to an end, we have that topic coming up, and also we will talk about the argument going on between Sir Alex Ferguson and then Pep Guardiola. We will tell you and why Alex Ferguson stands as number one, better than Pep Guardiola. We're gonna go into deeper, and we'll bring that argument out very soon. Why Sir Alex Ferguson is the best, and what he did with Aberdeen, and what he did with those players, and what he did with that budget compared to what Pep Guardiola is doing now with the crop of players that he found with Barcelona, all those players, and what he did at Bayern Munich and what he's doing now. Without money, Pep Guardiola cannot do what he's been doing. So we'll look into that. That's a debate for another day. So Ryan, are you back? Gonna say we bottle it. Are you back, Ryan? Ryan still have technical issues. Let's see what we can do. Phantom said, my former team, Man United, got the Carabao Cup and might get the FA Cup. And
How many teams? How many
sport
teams has
Pep's
Phantom supported?
Yeah, don't talk about Phantom. Phantom supports almost about 5
Chelsea,
teams.
Man U,
Bayern Munich, and Dortmund.
Roma, Bayern Munich.
Dortmund.
No, is it Dortmund? No, I think it was. I think it's Dortmund. And then he said about whether he should leave them or not for Bayern because of Tuchel's now the manager of Bayern. So yeah, we're talking about 4 or 5 teams. Come on, man.
Gunnar said
he's
we
mentioned
bottle it.
PPR a couple times as well, I think. Let's add that one in.
Yeah, Gunnar said Sir Alex is still the best in my opinion. I feel Sir Alex Ferguson is the best. Why do you think he named himself? He says, my boys, we're doing very well. Makim, did I miss the comment? See, the system is still another. Okay, I've read pretty much all the comments that came in. I'm very happy I'm having the beautiful game all day today. It says plus Fulham. He's listening to what we're saying.
Yeah.
The phantom of many topics, teams that he supports. He says Fulham is also one of them. So we've talked about Fulham. We've talked about Tottenham Hotspur also is one of them. When you go to the Bundesliga, he supports Bayern Munich. He supports Borussia Dortmund.
Basically, there's
AS
about
Roma.
5 teams if you include every team that Mourinho's ever going to manage in his career.
Yeah, you're right. He says we'll be back next season. Declan Rice done deal in 2 weeks. The Declan Rice thing, man, it's looking like he's going to Arsenal, Stephen. It's looking like he's going to Arsenal's way.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, let's see
We'll see
by
what
the end of the
happens.
season.
There's
Let's
still
see
time,
by the
man.
summer.
Nothing's done, nothing's signed. No one's got a deal in place with club or player. So people saying it's a done deal, it isn't. One thing I will say is that it was being reported not too long ago that Arsenal would be reluctant to pay the price. So let's see if that holds true.
All right.
But, yeah,
Ryan, are you ready?
That's all I've got on that for now.
Mr. Ryan, are you ready? All right, we're having a bad connection. The beautiful game said the Rice. So it's Rice for 90 plus 300k per week.
So £90 million plus 300k a week.
90 million is as low as 300k. Oh, do you think would it go for 250? Or 300k is too much?
No idea.
300k, man. That's a lot of money. Perhaps has actually only owned one team in actual ownership. Man United is the only team available to purchase on the New York Stock Exchange. Well, I'll tell you the reason why he liked Man United.
I swear that's
because
the
of
other thing.
those stock. Yeah, it's all about the stock exchange. The money he's making from the stocks he buy on Manchester United shares on the New York Stock Exchange. So because of that,
You don't want to get involved with Man United stocks, man. Trust me. They'll probably plummet when they get a new owner. Watch.
Big up to you,
If
Kim.
it's
Go ahead, Steven.
If it's Ratcliffe, I think the shares are plummet. I don't know much about that business, but I would presume that it'll probably plummet if Ratcliffe becomes the owner. I would presume. Again, I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm just making an assumption.
All right. Big up to you, Kim So. Kim So, what come again? Kim So, don't you miss your brother? I'm back here. You should know every Friday your bro will be back on the stream again, waffling shit. So you should know already. You should know. Kim So, you know your bro will be here. He says, what's the goals for Chelsea next season? Top 6 finish? Apparently, yes. We have to put not top 6. Maybe we'll be pushing for top 4, bro. Because Arsenal will struggle to make top 4 next season. I don't care what you guys
minimum. I expect because we don't need much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Europa League should be the lowest we finish. But if we get everything right in the summer in terms of the players we bring in, I think we'll get top 4. I was put it that way. If we get what we need, we can get top 4 because of the quality we already have in the squad.
Yeah. I agree. We can get top 4 if we start very well. Just like Arsenal did in the preseason. They won all their preseason game and smashed Chelsea 4-0 at Florida. Florida. So I think the way they played, Arsenal were lucky. I wouldn't say they're lucky. They prepared very well for the preseason. They did very well. So it went towards, the way they prepared. So let's see.
It didn't help we were traveling a load of the time. Like, that didn't help.
Yeah, within 12 or 24 hours, we're playing one game to another game. We're playing another game. 24 hours. Kim So said 300K for Rice. Arsenal will kill the wage bill, which I know, 300K a week. And Chilwell has to go. Coming from Akim, he wants Chilwell out. A beautiful game set.
I swear, Saka every stream I see, Chilwell has to go from that person.
Probably he doesn't fancy the way Chilwell. That's his opinion. Let's see if Chilwell stays or not. A beautiful game set. Saka extended for 290K per week. Your thought, 200. What do you make of that, Gunnar? 290K. Do you think it's not too much for Saka? I know he's been a savior for Arsenal Football Club for quite a long time, but that kind of a performance, I think he deserves it. In my opinion,
if that's the actual numbers, that's mad. 290K. If that's the actual numbers, is ridiculous.
No, Steven, I don't think it's ridiculous. Saka, without Saka,
290 is
290, 300K for the number of goals he's been scoring. He has saved Arsenal Football Club. Without you take his goals away, his performance away, Arsenal wouldn't have get any close to the second position or even match Pep Guardiola title challenge without Saka. So I think 300K, he deserves it. If Mason Mount is thinking of 200,
nobody deserves 300K. It's silly money.
No, it's not.
They don't even deserve.
No. I disagree with you. I disagree with you, Steven.
No. Hear me out. Yeah? No.
I'm hearing
Hear me out.
I'm hearing you, Steven. Yeah.
My whole thing, I've maintained forever. Football wages are stupid. You've got people running around kicking a football on more money than your military who go out and fight and protect your country. I think all wages are silly in football. I always maintained that. I did a whole thing in school about it. We had to write an essay on something. And I chose to do it was to do with wages of footballers versus like military. And I looked up all the wages and honestly, it's despicable. Like, it's disgraceful. Like, people are literally putting their life on their line for their country and getting paid less.
What a comment coming from Guna. He says,
Oh, because he
Lil,
said they'll struggle for top
LOL,
4, innit?
yeah. Arsenal struggle top 4 next season. Talk soon. You fraud. Guna, you're very funny.
Somebody needs to clip this up and then try to
Which
remember
one?
for end of next season.
Which one?
This moment here about the Arsenal failing to get top 4 thing.
Yeah, I'll clip this today's stream, which is 5:19. Yeah, Arsenal will struggle for top 4 next season. Trust me. Guna don't get it, but I say it will. 12/19/2023. I'll clip it.
It's 134. It's one. I think it was 134.20.
You talking about the time?
Yeah,
My time?
I think it was 134.20 for the
3:30.
because we're at 135 now.
Yeah, so 3:30.
No, it was about 134.20 in terms of the timestamp for it.
Okay. Arsenal will struggle. Well, let's see if it comes to pass. All right, Mr. Ryan, are you there? Oh,
Yeah, Nizan, I'm here, bro. I'm here.
Good.
Hear my
You have a
sweet,
problem with
sweet
your Netflix,
voice.
right?
I have so many problems. I have more problems than Chelsea. That's how bad my
Oh.
evening is.
Oh,
All right, I'm a day trade. I hold stock for 10 minutes to 2 hours on average, coming from Phantom Mini Topic. Beautiful game said 274 days at the top. The only way is down.
Bro, I said from day one they weren't winning the league.
I mean, you Guna, I know you're there, you're listening. 274 days being on top. And could not win the Premier League.
Of the season.
This is so ballistic. It's unbelievable. It is only Arsenal that does this record. They do good
Arsenal,
records.
93% of the season.
Nizan, Arsenal are breaking these records.
Percentages for the season, yeah. Top 3 percentages for being top of the season and not winning the league title.
274 days.
I'll have to try and find that so you can go out on Twitter because it's amusing.
It's crazy. And Nizar and Stephen, I've seen Arsenal as well in previous seasons. Like, they're always top of the calendar year table, you know? If you look at the calendar year, Jan to December. It's meaningless. You don't get any trophy at the end of it. Banter club.
You do if you're Arsenal, I guess.
All right, Gunnar says Saka is getting 200k a week, not 290. It's included with bonus and everything. Okay, bonuses. So
I was gonna say that's ridiculous for a base salary. That's exactly what I was saying.
Okay,
that's why I said if it's correct, because I didn't believe for a second he's getting 290 straight up.
Yeah, I'll come back to Ryan. Ryan is ready right now with us. His connection is getting better now. If Arsenal don't pay Saka that money, every single team will come for him. They had no choice. It is true. It is true because Chelsea can go for Saka right now and win Champions League. What did we do we did the same thing with Ashley Cole. We went for Ashley Cole, won Champions League. Manchester City went for Bakayos. What's his name? This French defender. I think he played in the left position or right position. Sanya, yeah. And Bakary Sanya, and then Glenn Clichy. All these players, Chelsea, Man City.
No, he went to Man City, didn't he? Wasn't it Man City?
Who? Bakary Sanya?
Yeah. It was Man City and Arsenal, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, from Arsenal to Man City. And then
I swear you said United.
Yeah. No, he didn't go to United. He went to City.
Yeah, I know he went to City. I could have sworn you just said United. That's why I said about it being City.
Oh, okay. I mean Man City. So
I might have misheard.
Probably you misheard me. Declan Rice is a great defender, dude who even scored once in a while. We don't need him to score many. We want him to secure that defense and Enzo Fernandez move forward. We're trying to create that balance. That's what we're looking for. We don't want DMs that have the mindset of scoring goals, but yet they can't score goals. Just like we have Kovacic. He has the mindset of scoring goals, but then he can't score those goals. Okay, fight test. Okay, I know you're talking about John Jones, Kim So. You're talking about UFC right now. Let's talk football. Okay. He's talking about someone is cheap. Okay, Makim said
Ugarte
LOL
they
is
were on
true.
about.
But we bought Cucurella because Chilwell couldn't fill Marcus Alonso's boot to begin with. It is true, and
Respectfully, you're waffling.
All right, why do you think it's waffling?
You're saying Chilwell can't fill Alonso's boots, yeah? Who was the starting left back / left wing back? Because it wasn't Alonso. I'll tell you that. So to say he can't fill Alonso's boots, he's better than Alonso. He was better than Alonso. He still is. He's just had some bad luck with injuries. He was keeping Alonso out of the team whenever he was fit. That says it all.
Yeah. And he said that Cucurella and Chilwell both cost us 60 million. Makim, okay. Then nobody can have more problems than Chelsea. He says no one else. Hakim, so I prefer not to speak. Yes, Gunnar said, I don't. I got my clip ready. You remember, Wolves. It says Wolves Magic. Okay, Wolves Magic, and saying Tuchel will be gone. You doubt me. It is true. Yes, I did doubted you at that moment, and then he was gone. Cucurella and Chilwell both cost us 60 million coming from Makim. But then also, I think I've read that one. I prefer not to speak. That's what he said. Are you turning to Jose Mourinho now? Arsenal as Spurs.
Didn't you just say that yourself?
Disgust.
You just said to someone, "Are you turning into Mourinho?" Yet you just said the same thing about prefer not to speak.
City spent 14 days at the top during the period, and they're winning it. 14 days. You might as well change the channel name to Red Clouds Media. The amount you are talking about Arsenal.
It's funny to banter Arsenal.
Yeah, Kim. So I have much respect for Miguel Arteta. You guys, Gunnar in 2021, Chelsea third kit was zebra, red, and blue. Okay, our best striker.
He's talking about the Palace reject kit.
Yeah, I still have that one. I kept that one for a reason. Our best striker since I have been a fan is Olivier Giroud. One of the good strikers. Well, I wouldn't name him as the best.
He didn't play for Fulham.
Probably he's talking about Chelsea, being a Chelsea supporter. I just came here for a
it was Phantom though, wasn't it?
And you guys keep harassing Arsenal.
Yeah, but wasn't it Phantom that made the whole comment about that?
Yeah, Steven, let me finish real quick so I can go to Ryan. Okay. Gunnar, I have much respect for Miguel Arteta. Okay, thanks, bro. Absolutely. Ryan, will Liverpool make top 4 next season? Another question. When he jump on, he will give us some of the answers if you think Liverpool will make top 4. Ryan, will Liverpool make top 4 next season? Arteta is a Lego man coming from Kim. So I have much respect for Kroenke ownership. Two, especially the younger son. Just Kroenke. If Nottingham Forest slap Arsenal, I'll gladly give City a guard of honor and do a picture invasion with the City fans at
the Empty
the Empty Heart. Yeah, the place. I don't know, Stephen. We can talk about this
because they don't fill the seats.
Yeah, they don't fill the seat, but they want to expand the stadium. For what reason? Mr. Ryan.
You got no friends.
Mr. Ryan,
yes, sir.
We were talking about Liverpool, and then your connection went off. Jurgen Klopp suspension. What do you make of that? And what can Liverpool make top 4 next season?
Yeah, listen, the suspension was to be expected after Klopp's behaviour and his words, about the referees and officials. I feel it was quite lenient. I think if it was another manager, I'm not going to name names, I think it would have been a more strict punishment.
Ryan, this is Blueclouds Media. If anything come out, take your responsibility. I want you to name names so you can it can fit your argument very well, please.
Okay. Let's hypothetically say Frank Lampard then.
Okay.
If he
I'll
had
take
said those words that come out of Frank Lampard's mouth, then it probably would be a harsher punishment, just given the way officials and referees have been against Chelsea this season. Chelsea is not the only club, but yeah, and in terms of
hold on, please.
the
Hold your peace for a second, Mr. Ryan. Oh,
yes,
I got
sir.
some few questions to you. I got some few questions for you. So, are you telling me that the decision, the suspension for club is too harsh? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's the opposite. I'm saying it's quite a soft treatment.
Okay. It's
I think two match. What is it? 2-match ban, touchline ban.
Yeah.
It's
I
nothing.
think it's
And then he got a fine as well.
isn't it?
Yeah, one is suspended exactly, and he got like £50,000 fine, which is like
Yeah.
pocket change for him. So
So you were
if,
saying if it's the other way, it will be hefty. It will be more heavier than what is being fined.
I think if it was other managers in that position, then yeah, it probably would be more hefty.
And how many suspension did Marcus Silva, Fulham manager, get from that behavior after what's his name got suspended for shoveling the referee? Mitrovic. How many did he get? Yeah, no. How many did the manager Marcus Silva?
I don't know. Was it a couple of games, or was it more?
I think so. But didn't Klopp
Because
also
he
say
what
today
he said
was
were not as bad as
expecting
what
harsher?
Jurgen Klopp said to the referee.
No, yeah, Jurgen Klopp was just textbook bringing the game into disrepute, right? And questioning integrity of referees. That's like the worst thing you can do. And to only get a 1-match ban with one suspended, it's soft. I have to agree. As an ardent passionate Liverpool fan, I have to say it's soft. He's got away with one there, especially given his track record is not exactly squeaky clean. He's made misdemeanors in the past and had run-ins with the FA. So I think he's lucky.
And with Tierney specifically as well, because he got Tierney basically banned from refereeing Liverpool games for like 8-9 months. And that was only like 1 or 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
But I think he said himself today he felt it was hard. He thought it would have been harsher. He was
Guys, if you
more,
have any more questions for Ryan, as Ryan is on the platform right now, he's talking. So if you guys have more questions for him, throw it at him. Ryan,
and I think Nizam quickly, just another point is that Stephen might know about this as well. That Liverpool actually sent a letter to the FA to complain about the treatment of Mo Salah by referees in games this season, and it's something that's I think it's been leaked on social media recently. So again, I don't like what's coming out of my club. It feels like we're playing victim here, and like there's an agenda against us. So I don't like to kind of stoop that low, if you know what I mean. If we're good enough, we don't need to rely on good or bad referee decisions. We should be winning games regardless. So, the way that Mo Salah has been maybe treated badly by referees, it's no different to, let's say, Bukayo Saka or Raheem Sterling or one of the Chelsea players. So, a little bit disappointing for me to see that.
And what do you make? Do you think Liverpool will make top 4 next season? That's another question.
I think we could make, bro. I think we can make top 4 this season.
I'm
hoping you guys do us a favor, Chelsea, Man United. Come on, guys.
Don't you need United to lose basically all their games? Because aren't they literally like 3 points from guaranteeing it? No.
I think there's 1 point. They're 1 point ahead of us, and they got a game in hand. But let's say they draw against Bournemouth, so then it'll be 2 points the difference. And then Chelsea beat Man United. We win our remaining games. We're in the top 4.
If they draw to United, I'm calling some dodgy corruption stuff going on. To United to Bournemouth. If they draw to Bournemouth, I'm questioning what is going on. There's no way they should be drawing to Bournemouth.
Gunnar said that Ryan is taking dig at Arsenal too, when he knows exactly what we are going through at this moment. Coming from a Gunnar, really Chilwell better than Alonso. This has to stop. LOL. Makim is commenting. I think it's already going to Steven.
It's a fact. He is better. Chilwell is better. It's a fact.
Is it better than Alonso?
Yeah. When
Well,
Alonso was here and Chilwell was fit, Alonso couldn't get in the team. That says it all.
Well, you can say that in different argument, because if you're talking about real fullback defending, then Alonso won't be there. But who is more effective up front? I would say
No,
Alonso.
but the thing is, your job as a
defender
fullback or wing back, is you have to be able to put in some sort of decent cross. But realistically, you're a defender. You have to be able to defend,
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Alonso is naturally a wing back, That's what he's played basically his whole career. Chilwell is naturally a fullback. We were playing a back three, and Chilwell was keeping Alonso out of the team.
Yeah, he was
That's what I'm
playing
saying.
well
It
too.
says it all. He was literally keeping Alonso out of the team when he's the one that's converted from being a natural fullback to a wing back, whereas Alonso's only ever been a wing back.
Ryan, were you able to finish your submission?
Yeah, exactly, Nazan. I think I finished my point. And just to finish up on the outgoings, like I said, Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Milner, and obviously Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino, what a legend! He's been a great servant to Liverpool. I'm going to miss him. The crowd has been chanting his name in the last couple of games, even though he's not been playing. So I really, really hope Jurgen Klopp, I know he's a sentimental, emotional guy. He lets Firmino get some minutes, especially at Anfield.
Does it deserve a statue?
That's a tough one. Oh, no, I don't think he's quite at that legendary status, but he's definitely a real fan favorite. I'd say he's on par with I don't know, maybe like a Mascherano or a Fernando Torres in terms of the impact he's had for Liverpool. But it would be sorely missed, and sad loss for the Premier League as well, because he's such a quality player. He's a player along with Didier Drogba who's haunted Arsenal. Just giving some more digs to Guna. He's a player who's really haunted Arsenal Football Club. If you look at his goal scoring record against Arsenal in particular, it's been phenomenal.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan, for taking your time to take us through Liverpool's problems and what the future lies for Liverpool Football Club, and if they can make a top four next season. It's all about time to tell. Kim So said the whole country is against Chelsea. Nobody like us. That is coming from my brother Kim. So he said Klopp deserve it. Winnie is a Winnie B. Right, coming from Kim. So the whole country, okay. Gunnar said the FA is sensitive at Hope Klopp. Okay, at Hope Klopp continues to expose those referees. What do you say, Stephen?
It's sensitive as and then the F word is what it is.
Oh, okay. That's what it means. All right. The beautiful game said if that was Lampard, I have Ivan Toney would have seen the pitch again before he did. All right. So Klopp complains about the wind
Klopp
direction.
Complains about everything.
Close, yeah. Mr. Ryan.
Hey, enough of that. Cut that out.
It's true, even you know.
Liverpool are the favorite. I hate them, but I like Ryan. Big up to you.
Big up Kim Soo. Big up Kim Soo. That's what I'm talking about. Bring that energy. Ryan TV.
Ryan, where will you finish next season? Coming from a beautiful game? He asked. I think Ryan said, Ryan, did you say you're going to finish 12? Did you say 12?
No,
I think
I was mocking it.
Liverpool.
Realistically, in his own, I think we're going to finish second. If you look at how strong we are performing towards the end of this season, I think Man United and Chelsea are still not quite at the level. I think we're going to finish second behind Man City next season.
Did you say second?
He said
second.
Are you sure?
Number 2.
Ryan, you struggle to even make top 6.
No, my friend, you're confusing me for Chelsea.
Let's see, Ryan.
You
If
lot
you
are
guys
in
can't
trouble,
even
though.
beat,
You're
if you
losing
can't
so
beat
many players.
Newcastle, how are you gonna make top 5? You struggle to beat Newcastle, Ryan.
We beat Newcastle at home. Carvalho scored the winner.
What about away?
Hello?
Is his thing disconnected again? Yeah. That's like the third or fourth time that's happened tonight.
I mean, I get your point, Stephen, but like even Man City couldn't beat Newcastle away, right? That's in James Park. That's a difficult stadium to go to. So
Very difficult.
Oh
very,
no, I
very
was
difficult.
literally only saying it because of he said about you lot playing Newcastle not beating them. I was actually genuinely curious if you lot had beaten them away. I actually didn't know.
Yeah. All right, Phantom say you can't you can't bet on the sports you play in. The greatest hitter of all time is baseball. Pet Rose is banned.
Pete
for
Rose is
life,
banned for life from Hall of Fame for betting. Ivan Toney is getting out lucky.
I mean, it's football. It's football, so it's different. I mean, the same sports, but it's a bit different. Ryan, don't count on Chelsea. Right, don't count on Chelsea coming from.
Yeah, I've got to hop off because it's 9 o'clock and I've not eaten yet, so I've got to sort out some food.
Yeah. We're supposed to end the stream a long time. That's almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
Thank
been
you,
an
Steven,
extra
for staying
hour.
on. It's Ryan. Ryan, or you, Steven. Once you get your beer, let me know so I can be expecting mine from Ryan.
Man's blaming Ryan. Oh, that's
Ryan's fault. Don't worry, it's Ryan's fault.
Everyone
that is listening and watching right now, we've done 2 hours of stream. We don't intend to do it, so it's Ryan's fault, guys. If you have any play, do not.
Always my fault. Okay, thank you.
No one should message me and do any complaint or say anything. If
you know why this is? Yeah, this is because Liverpool the sponsor used to be Carlsberg, the beer.
Carlsberg.
That's why. That's why you're saying this, isn't it?
Yeah. Anthony Taylor has it.
I'm gonna hop off.
Thank you very much. I'll see you on the other side. Me and Ryan will finish up real soon. I know Ryan has
I'll catch you guys in the Discord or something.
Yeah. Definitely.
Right.
I have Ryan will be my co-pilot.
Nizan, I have a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Maybe after the comments.
After the comments, okay. Anthony Taylor has it in for Chelsea. Yes, another bad boy, Anthony Taylor. Chilwell is faster than Alonso. Better. I don't know. Yeah, very, very fast in that way, but better. You talk about better ball control is Alonso all day. Alonso, my man, all day. And if I'm a coach, I'm never gonna put Alonso as a left back. I'm putting Alonso as a winger. That's what I'm gonna do, because his crosses are very, very accurate. His chance rate of scoring in the 18 is almost about 70 to 80%. Alonso can get you goals in that position, whilst he wouldn't get that from Chilwell all the time. Alonso has no pace. Yes, if you know how to use a player very well, you never put Alonso as a left back. The trick to making money on Man United stock is to time your purchase before the cutter bid. All right, thank you very much, Phantom and his stock exchange things. Bobby Firmino should join Chelsea. I don't know. Alonso should have been a striker. Yeah, he scores a lot of goals. He's threatened Tottenham Hotspur many times. Alonso can shoot. Yeah, very, very accurate. Makim, big up to you, Makim. Alonso attacks and defends better. Even now, at Barca, he better till this day. Okay, thank you very much. Gunnar said, damn, Ryan, was that necessary? I don't know what he's referring to, Gunnar. Ryan, he said, was that necessary? I'm not so sure what he said. Ryan, Bobby Firmino would never walk alone. Phantom, I like Ryan a lot, but he is on fraud watch at the moment. All right, no reason to diss Arsenal. They are the second place team. Second is better than 11th. What? Second is better than 11th. What are you winning in the second place? What are you winning in the second place? What trophy did you win in the second place? Chelsea didn't win anything in 11th place, so it's Arsenal winning. They only get to play in the Champions League, which we've been there many years. They haven't been there for a long, long time. Bet them away too. Okay. Only Liverpool and Arsenal bet Newcastle away this season. Liverpool, and Arsenal. Chelsea will finish below Fulham again next season. That is not happening. You poached Cavani from Fulham. Cavani. Oh, Liverpool player. Okay, right. I think I've read all the comments so far. Makim said, okay, he's directly to Phantom of the topic. Ryan, if you can hear me, go ahead with your question, Mr. Ryan.
Yes, sir. A bit of a kind of generic question, but just curious to know your thoughts. Chelsea player of the season?
Chelsea player of the season. Listen, it's very hard to say. Well, player of the season, Thiago Silva.
You see, that was my pick as well. But then I was wondering, how many games has he played? Has he played a lot of games in the Premier League this season? He has, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's played quite a lot of games. Not that many, but the games that he's played in, he's been the instrumental player.
I agree.
You could tell some of those clearance where Chelsea could have conceded certain goals. He was there to clear those balls away. So I don't see any player that's really stands out in this team besides Thiago Silva. And
even though he only played half a season, I would give a special shout out to Enzo Fernandez. I think he has adapted very well to the Premier League in the short space of time he's been there. If we had to give an award for maybe most improved player, controversial, but I think Conor Gallagher, the more I've seen him play this season, I feel slowly he is improving.
You think so?
Yeah, that's just my opinion. Maybe not everyone agrees. But I enjoy his work rate, if anything, if nothing more. That guy gives 110% when he's on the pitch. Energy. He really runs.
Good night, Phantom. Yeah, I think the more game time he gets under Frank Lampard, he's improving. He's understanding more. Do you think that he'll be the guy for the DM position, Ryan?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
And I think Lampard himself knows that. Bowley knows it. Pochettino knows it. So it's a case of either he accepts that he's going to be a squad player next season, or he needs to find another club.
Okay, I agree with you. Gunnar said that Koulibaly is player of the season. No, he's not in. It's not near that at all. If Enzo Fernandez has got a couple more goals, like maybe 5 goals, I would say Enzo Fernandez would have been the player of the season, in my opinion. Beautiful Game said they should cancel the whole player award ceremony. We had we have a losing season. Set off coming from a beautiful game. Thank you very much. A beautiful game. I'm really very happy seeing beautiful game being in the stream for almost about over an hour. Thank you very much, my brother. It's a pleasure to have seen you guys all again on the stream. Mount to Liverpool. Your thoughts, Ryan? Mount to Liverpool. These are questions to you, Mr. Ryan. Guys, if you have more questions on Liverpool, drop it there. We have Liverpool fan on this platform here. Mr. Ryan will give you some answers. You have any answer for that, Mr. Ryan? No.
It's very unlikely to happen. I expect now we know, facts that Pochettino does want Mason Mount to stay at Chelsea. I can see him, being persuasive and influencing him to sign the contract. So I don't expect Mason Mount to leave Chelsea.
All right, guys, I've dropped the link there. Ryan, I think Ryan will be. Ryan, you're still busy. You're busy, right?
I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm not in the train yet. Listen, I want to give a special shout out, player of the season, to a player who's not even in the Chelsea squad. A guy who's out on loan, Levi Colwell.
Levi Colwell.
He's played, I think, 19 games for Brighton this season, but he has been excellent. Very instrumental. And
Roberto,
De Zerbi, that guy knows what he's doing. He's a very, very good manager, and he's been picking him in the Premier League. So that says a lot.
Yeah, he wants to keep him, but I don't see that happening.
No, definitely not. That guy needs to come back to Chelsea.
Definitely. Let's see what he can do in the playing on the highest level. We see players like Cucurella, Casado or whatever, Casada or whatever, how good they are when they play in that level. But when they come to the biggest level, let's see how they perform. So that's just by the way, guys. The link is right there. If you have a few minutes, you want to come in and join us on the studio. You are fine. You're welcome. Beautiful game. You're welcome, Gunnar. Gunnar, I've invited Gunnar like a whole year. I've still not seen Gunnar. I've invited Gunnar behind the scenes. Still haven't heard from Gunnar. He keep telling me he will, and I never see my Arsenal brother on the platform. Guys, the link is right there. If you have in a few minutes, we got some few minutes to go. Ryan and I have to. It's getting late in the UK. The UK is about 9 p.m. in the UK right now, and here it's 4:05. Just 5 minutes after 4 here in Michigan. So, guys, if you have a few minutes, second, come on, let us know what you make of some of this transfer rumor, Jose Mourinho's performance, and also back-to-back AS rumor to the Europa finals, and also we have Pochettino is being announced, just like he's been announced, but it's not officially at Chelsea website, but he is the coach at this moment. He wanted certain key players. He wants Roberto. He wants Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan. He wants Emiliano Martinez from Aston Villa, and also with head he wants McAllister. If you should get all these three players, it means that we're going to have 3 World Cup winners: Enzo Fernandez, Lautaro Martinez, Emiliano Martinez, and also McAllister. All these players are World Cup winners at the football club. That will be amazing. We need to blend the team with new young players and experienced players. And also, let me know what you guys make of Chelsea. Also show some interest in Khvicha, the Napoli player, very very good player. And also Mendy, Onana also wants be with Chelsea. What does it make for Edouard Mendy? And also the last one will be Ruben Loftus-Cheek leaving the football club. Come on, let's have your say. Gunnar is
Nizan, let me quickly just give my take on Erling Haaland. I know you were discussing him earlier, and unfortunately I had some technical issues, but congratulations to him. The guy's a machine. The number of goals he scored, he's broken so many records in this country. We have to respect, his goal scoring exploits. I do agree with you though that this guy really relies a lot on the players behind him, the creativity behind him, like most strikers do. But Erling Haaland scores most of his goals in the penalty box, right? That's a fact.
Yeah.
And he actually would score more goals if he was playing in a team that crossed the ball. Man City don't put crosses in the box, hardly any. When Jack Grealish and Phil Foden get the ball and Riyad Mahrez get the ball in wide positions, they play it horizontally back to De Bruyne and Gundogan. That's just Man City style. Yeah.
They don't cross. I don't know. Are they scared, Ryan? Are they scared of losing the ball when they cross it, or they feel that it doesn't create a high chance of scoring?
But probably both. But they want to keep the ball. It's death by a million passes. That's Guardiola. That's his style.
Does that not weaken your number 9 focal person up front to score goals? Does it not weaken?
It does, and this is why Erling Haaland hardly, a lot of the games he hardly has any touches. He's hardly involved in the game. But all he feeds off is Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Foden, playing that perfect assist, and then the guy's so strong and he has good movement. But you compare him to Alvarez, that guy has much better movement. He suits Man City's style of play more. He makes better runs in between the lines, and he's got a better first touch. He's technically, I would say, a little bit superior to Erling Haaland. He suits their style of play a lot more. I'm not criticizing Erling Haaland. The guy scored a ridiculous amount of goals, but it is interesting. With fewer minutes, probably I wouldn't be surprised his goals per game ratio. Alvarez would be similar to Haaland. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even better.
I agree with you 100%. I was going to say this, and you really you just went on and said it. But my question is, do you think that like you said, Alvarez fits the style of Manchester City, the way they play very well? But do you think that Pep Guardiola doesn't want to be criticized because of how much money he spent on Helen Haaland. That's the reason why he's playing him over Alvarez, if Alvarez fit the style of play.
Yeah, I mean, Man City didn't have an orthodox centre forward, did they, in the past few years? And this is the criticism leveled at them, and which is why they weren't able to win the Champions League. They had to play false nines, sometimes with De Bruyne up front. Gabriel Jesus was playing out wide. He played down the middle some matches as well. So it was obvious that was a void that they needed to fill. They needed to go in the transfer market and they needed to sign a striker. And they did that. Probably the hottest, most prolific, most coveted striker in world football. They managed to get him. So, that's obviously a positive for Man City. Alvarez, I feel he is one for the future. And, Guardiola, the problem he's going to face now is where does he fit this guy in to the team? Because he is so good, Julian Alvarez, for his age. We saw what he did in the World Cup. Where does he fit him in? Should he move?
Yeah, should he move to United, or should he move to maybe Arsenal or some Newcastle, where he can be the number one, the guy that comes in, not the guy that comes in within 10 minutes or 5 minutes to go to score a goal, because he's too good to be on the bench. Because I don't see him playing over 15 games or 20 games a season when you have Erling Haaland there playing in all the competition. Is so good by the way he finishes.
Yeah, I can see that. Unfortunately, I can see this going down the same path as Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus would be playing left forward and right forward when really he wanted to be playing centre forward. But Man City were playing with a false nine, and so I can see the same happening with Julian Alvarez. He just ends up getting frustrated that Haaland is the centre forward, and he's just a rotation player. And like you said, he's too good to be on the bench. So it's a good problem, great problem to have, but it's something that Guardiola needs to find a solution. I don't think the solution is playing two up front. I think Alvarez can play behind the striker as like a center attacking midfielder, but it's not his best position. I think he does his best work as a center forward.
We have some wonderful comments coming from Guna over here, and I like this comment. You're gonna hear this soon. It says, I have a sneaky feeling Mount ends up at Arsenal. Xhaka replacement. That's his name. Not that comment I'm talking about. Rice and his body Mount to Arsenal could happen, coming from a beautiful game. Then this one and the last one is the most intriguing comment that I want you to listen to, Mr. Ryan. That's not true though. It is he has a top score. He was top scorer in the Champions League for Salzburg. Creative player, gets his numbers up, but it's not a must for him. In the last one, he went ahead and said, I had a lot more touches. He had a lot more touches per game in Dortmund, Molde, and Salzburg. Pep is the reason why his touches is so low, which is true, right?
Yeah, that is true. Very good point, Gunnar.
So guys, I think this is where we have to bring the day to an end. We have to draw the curtains. It's been a beautiful stream. Like I said, it's been over 2 hours of stream. I don't remember the last time I even did 2 hours. As high as I used to go was an hour, 30 minutes. But like I said, it's the fault of Mr. Ryan. He owes each of everyone in the stream a bottle of Madola or Heineken or whatever you drink. Just let me know and I'll send the bill to Ryan to get it. So thank you very much, Gunnar, for being here. Like I said, lateness is always greatness. So yes, Ryan came in. He was late, but then his contribution for the last half an hour has been wonderful. Thank
you, Nizam. Really, really. And let me tell you, I think you just said it yourself. I'm going to repeat it. Lateness is greatness, my friend.
Lateness is greatness.
It's greatness.
Yes, like I said, it is true. He was late, but then his submission for the past half an hour has been very, very intriguing and interesting. You guys can all tell. Gunnar, beautiful game. I really appreciate you guys spending time with us all the time. We'll be here again. Like I said, we'll be here next week, Friday. But then I'll try I'll try as much as I can to give us some few months. I got some things that I'm taking care of. Give us some few months, and after that, I'll come back regularly again and with a new strategy. Great show, guys. Thank you very much, Gunnar, for that. Guys, do not forget to like the video. I barely say it anymore because I don't want to keep on saying it. Kim, so thank you for coming in. Phantom of Many Topic, you're a wonderful person. And also beautiful game. I've said his name. Makim, big up to you, Makim. Then who else? Didn't I mention it? I 123 love you. No, I'm not sure if I missed. I think I read a message. Yeah, I 123 love you. 23 love you. Thank you very much for coming on all the time and supporting the channel for wherever you are. Yes, everyone. Thank you very much, Steven, our co-host, and Ryan, also our co-host. Thank you guys for all you do and supporting this platform. You guys have a good night's sleep, and I'll see you guys again here in America. We always say, have a good one. So, yes, Leo Desperandos, guys. Until we see each other again. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.